All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all. I got a really big announcement to make. All right, I got a really big announcement to make. Um, but first, before we get into the announcement, we're gonna give it a couple seconds, see if anybody wants to hop in here, see if anybody wants to join, see if they want to say anything. Oh, you know what I mean? We're just gonna give it a couple seconds, see if there's Creepy Uncle Bob. What's going on, Creepy Uncle Bob? What's going on, buddy? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm late? Bro, it's 3:01, gang. 3:01, gang. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna give it a couple more seconds, see if anybody else wants to join. Um, yeah, I got a really big announcement to make. What's up, Iron? What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Um, so, what's the announcement? I'm about to make it right now. I'm about to make it right now, bro. I'm about to make it right now. Um, alright, so, he's coming out of the closet. Hurry up. Bro, be quiet. That's crazy. Okay, the announcement is, guys, is I'm going to be quitting streaming and all content creation. Um, yeah, I just I've gave it a lot of thought, and I don't know, guys. I think it was really fun, and over time it kind of just it became something I didn't want it to become, you know. So that's probably no, I'm kidding. I got you. Y'all I'm tripping. Y'all tripping. I ain't quitting. I ain't quitting. What you mean? What you mean? I ain't quitting. I got you guys though. I got you guys though. I wish it was April Fools. It's not April Fools, but I got you guys though. No, anyway though, further, the big announcement is I'm no longer gonna be streaming every day. Sorry. Anyway, I'm not gonna be streaming every day. Um, I've gave it a lot of time to myself, and when I'm at work, I use time to listen to podcasts. And usually when I'm listening to podcasts, fucking near line, yeah, Creepy Uncle Bob knows me too well. Anyway though, but I was yeah, so I like to listen to podcasts stuff like that when I'm at work, and I think streaming to me has became a chore, right? And quote unquote every job is a chore, but that's never what I wanted streaming to be. I wanted streaming to be something I did for fun and that I really enjoyed. And lately to me it feels like it's becoming a chore. And I wake up and I don't want to stream, or I don't want to look forward to streaming, or it's I'm not gonna lie, man, it kind of sucks. I hop on the stream and I'm never like super excited about it anymore, and it's really just been draining me. So I'm not gonna be streaming every day anymore. Um, I know that I don't really I know so Friday, Saturday I'm gonna stream. Okay, so quite literally, what's today? Friday, I think. Yeah, probably not even actually Friday, Saturday. I think the next day we'll be streaming is Monday, maybe not even Monday. We'll see. I'll let you guys know in the Discord how it goes. But I just think I need some time to myself. I need to go experience more life so I could talk about more on streaming. I couldn't and like it'd be different if I worked like a normal 8-hour job, but I work 12-hour shifts, right? So you got to think, man, I work 12 hours and then I come home and I try to sleep for at least 7, 8 hours. And then it's like, I really got like no time to do anything, and I have time, don't get me wrong, but it's really not a lot of time. And I kind of want to experience life, if that makes sense. And I don't mean like going to do a bunch of dumb stuff. What I'm really talking about here is I want to work on my long-term content more. Right. And what I mean by that is I want to go back into and I want to edit my videos again. And I want to go and I want to create cool thumbnails again. And I want to go and I really just want to put all my time and energy into my content creation, but I just can't be streaming every day because, it is 2 hours every day, and it really is just draining me for real. And, my dad says something about it, and I never really, I'm not gonna lie when I say this, man. Um, I don't really care what people think about my whole streaming stuff. I know I'm gonna make it. I know the plans that God has for me. So I know I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna stop. Your boy's gonna make it, period, point blank. But it is draining, it has become a chore. And that's never what I wanted streaming to be. I wanted streaming to be a way where I can connect with you guys and we can all have fun and we can play games and it kind of has been that. I'm not saying it hasn't been that. What I'm saying though is that it's just been so much on me lately, and I really don't have time to do anything else. And when you don't do anything else and you're constantly just doing this single thing every day, whether you love it or not, every day, you're gonna get very drained out on it. So I'm not gonna be streaming every day anymore. I'll probably switch to either 3 times a week or 4 times a week. But yeah, I mean, I just want to do other things. I want to go back to the gym. To be quite frankly honest with you guys, been feeling a little down on myself because I did quit going to the gym. Or maybe not even the gym. Just I want to start working out again. And yeah, I wanna lock it in on my long-term content. I wanna make good YouTube videos, and I want people to watch and I want people to enjoy, and I wanna make better clips, and I want to do more of like vlogs and stuff like that, like I want to what I realize is this whole time I've been streaming, it's always like, oh yeah, eventually I'll like vlog, and like eventually I'll like do like IRL streams, and like so on, so on. But it's like I'm never gonna get there if I never take the first step. So I also want to be volunteering at church and stuff, So like, well, there's a lot of things I want to be doing with my life that I'm not gonna say streaming takes me away from, but it's like streaming just gets, and quite frankly, honest with you, like I love you guys, but streaming just gets boring, you know? And it's like it just gets boring sometimes. And I love hanging out with you guys. I love playing video games with you guys. And it's always fun. I always have a blast. You know what I mean? It's always it's always those days I'll just freaking, I'll hop on and I'll be like, oh, I don't really want to stream, and then I'll freaking stream and it'll be amazing and it'll change my day and everything. And like there's always gonna be those days, but either way, the streaming just felt like a chore, and I don't think it should feel like a chore. So I'm gonna cut back on streaming. Like I said, I'm gonna go in more on long-term content. I'm gonna be editing my videos again. I'm going to be creating thumbnails again, and I really do want to put all my time and energy into creating content. I want to vlog, and I want to create more vlogging kind of content. I want to create car content, and there's just maybe even gym content. We'll see. But I'm gonna do a Bible verse that we're gonna end the stream. But yeah, I mean, that's the big announcement, man. And if you guys don't watch me anymore because I'm only streaming three times a week, I mean, that's on you. You know what I mean? Like not in a rude way at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing I can do about that. You know what I mean? Like if you guys want to stay here and watch me grow and watch, you know what I mean? Maybe even start watching my long-term content. That's cool, awesome. I love you guys for that. But if you guys, you know what I mean, you guys want to go and watch other streamers, I completely get it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not crying or worried about it, like this is life, stuff happens. But it really is just like I don't have time to do anything that I want to do because all my time's into streaming. And I'm still going to stream, but I'm definitely gonna go switch my activity to more long-term content, and just providing better content for you guys too, because one thing I've been noticing with the streams is they're laggy and they're bad quality and it's just stupidly annoying sometimes. Like yesterday I was trying to stream a set of course, I couldn't even play, bro. I couldn't even play, and that's gonna change once I get my own place. right? But when I get my own place, I really want to, I'm gonna be locking in on getting overtime at my job, so I'm gonna be getting the maximum amount of money in my paycheck, and I'm gonna be really locking in on creating content. And like I said, I'm gonna be vlogging, I'm gonna be doing all this different kind of content, and it's gonna be great, guys. It's actually gonna be great, and I'm really gonna be putting all my time and energy into this content. And another thing, I don't even know why I haven't talked about this, is another thing yet is streaming has kind of become an idol in my life. And what I mean when I say that is streaming has become above God in my life. And I'm not saying that I love streaming more than God, but I give streaming more attention and my content more attention than I do God. And I still, you know what I mean? I still pray, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I stopped reading my Bible. I stopped praying as much. It's like I wake up and the first thing I do is stream, because I wake up at freaking 2:30, 2:45 in the morning, because I usually don't go to sleep till like 9 o'clock, freaking 8. And like I get off at 6:30 in the morning, so like I really don't have time to do anything. So yeah, I'm gonna be cutting down on streaming. But we're still gonna be producing content. It's still gonna be great. You know what I mean? This is just a little bump, bro. It's just a little bump, bro. That's all this is, bro. It's just a little bump, man. I don't have water with me. I don't have water with me. I do not have water with me, bro. We get it, Venom, bro has to get his priority straight. Exactly, guys. Exactly. What about the realm? No. So the realm is still gonna be there, guys. The realm is still gonna be there, and I will still play the realm. Okay, like I will still play the video games with you guys. It just might not be on stream. I might just start, recording the videos, and not streaming them. And when I get my own place, I'll probably start streaming them again. It's just that right now with the whole internet situation, with me trying to do everything I'm trying to do, I want to produce really good content, right? And one thing I thought about, and I was listening to this Mr. Beast podcast, and one thing it talks about is you can have 50 average videos, and the chance of all of them getting like 50K views is like low, right? But you can make one really good video, and the chances of it getting like a million views is high. You know what I mean? So I always thought that if as long as I produced a bunch of content, and it was decent content, you know what I mean, I'd kind of, and that has worked, you know what I mean. I'm growing, and it's great, it's awesome, you know what I mean. But I want to start going above that. I want to start producing really good content that I can look at, and I myself would go in and I would watch, content I would go and I'd look at and I'd be like, this is good, I love this. And I'm not saying that I don't think I do produce good content, but I know sometimes I'm lackluster, you know what I mean. And obviously I'm just beginning, quote unquote, so it's like obviously I'm gonna get better through time, but at the same time it's like I want to produce, I want it to be better. I want to be able to look at my content and be like, this is the best content I've ever seen in my life. And it's gonna be really hard, and it's gonna be really annoying, it's gonna be really challenging, but I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And like I like I said, I got to get back into editing. I'm gonna get back in. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into editing. I'm gonna get back into, making clips and making thumbnails, and you're gonna see my YouTube and stuff like that start to hop off more, because I'm gonna start putting more time and energy into that long-term content. Because yes, streaming's awesome, streaming is lovely, right? But streaming is not everything. Okay, streaming is not everything, quite frankly. But yeah, yeah. So that's kind of all I just wanted to tell you guys, is that I'm not gonna be streaming every day anymore, and that I'm getting a phone call. I'm not gonna be streaming every day anymore, and if you guys might not see me stream for a minute, it's because I'm working on a video, or I'm working on, the editing, or vlogging, or the mix, or maybe I'm just going out there and experiencing life, but when it comes to experiencing life, I want to vlog that, like if I'm doing anything interesting, I want to vlog that, you know what I mean. I want to, like I said, I want to do more content creation, but I want to do it better, right? So that's kind of what that is. That's kind of what that is, guys. Like I said, if you guys end up leaving, if you guys end up, doing your own thing, I completely respect that. I love you guys. If you guys need any help with anything content wise, I'm always still here for you. You know. What about the Anarchy server? We'll still probably start that. We'll still probably start that. That's probably gonna be next week. Like I said, probably start that next week. But yeah, guys, I plan on getting my own place. I plan on, I plan on doing a lot of different things, and I want it to be great. I'm so tired of just being average, and I want it to be great. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. All right. To end off the stream, we are going to do the Bible verse of the day. So, Bible verse of the day today is Proverbs 16:20. It says, "Whoever gives heed to instruction prospers, and blessed is he who trusts in the Lord." I almost said something way different. Thoughts on today's verse: those who seek the instructions of God's wisdom and truly trust in God for their life's blessing and values will find joyful prosperity. That's his promise that's embedded in scripture. While this philosophy doesn't play well in the world of today's commercials designed to appeal to our covetousness, pride, and greed, and the biblical and godly understanding is vital to a truly blessed and prosperous life. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Listen to God. God will make your life better. God will make you stronger. Your life will be great. Exactly what I'm trying to do. I've fallen away from God because of streaming. Streaming has become an idol in my life. I need to cut out streaming for a minute. Like I said, I'm not gonna stream. I'm just gonna lower the amount of days I will be streaming in the week. But I need to cut out streaming for a minute, and I really need to focus on God and my relationship with God. I want to start volunteering at the church. I want to give God more of my time. I want to allow God to be the center of everything. And currently I'm already trying to do that, but I stopped trying to do that when I'm getting home at 6:30 in the morning and I got to shower and then I got chore and then I got to edit clips and then oh crap, guess what? It's freaking 10 o'clock and I got to wake up at 2 I gotta wake up at 3 o'clock to stream, and that means I gotta work a whole 12-hour shift with only 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and it just sucks. Okay, it sucks. And I'm not saying that I don't like the grind, because I love the grind. Believe me, I love the grind, right? But I'm tired of looking at my content and feeling bad. You know, I'm tired of looking at it and be like, this sucks. This is the worst. Which, like, obviously, everybody who makes content kind of looks at that their way, but I want to look at it and know that I'm putting everything into it. And I can't do that when I'm doing it every day just because I quote unquote need to, you know? So, yeah, we're definitely going to start putting God first in my life. I'm going to read chat all here in a second, okay? But that was Proverbs 16:20. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, Dakship. I appreciate you guys. All right. We're gonna read chat all the way from the beginning. All right. We said I couldn't imagine forcing myself to game every single day on a schedule. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it sucks, but it's definitely different. What's going on, Dakship? What's up, dog? Rebel, what's the news? He's quitting streaming for real? No. He's streaming less though. He's doubling down. It's all good. We're gonna get homie right. Little budget and some learning. He's gonna get back here grinding. That's facts. Bro says $5 per stream. Scratch that. $15 per stream. Can I send a title of a video? Yeah, go for it. Trading content? Yeah, trading content's gonna be lit, y'all. Trading content's gonna be lit. It's okay. I'll just find a new favorite streamer. It's okay. LMAO. All right, Uncle Bob. Well, if you want to find a new streamer, that's fine. You know what I mean? You will always be known to my stream as Uncle Bob. Are you streaming today? No. What about stream? All right. Realm, go bye-bye. Realm does not go bye-bye. Bro needs more time to watch Girl on Girl. That's crazy. Big Bad Bosses. I'm the boss. SMG4 fan animation. Fan animation would be cool. Oh my gosh, he's becoming a star. No, I'm not. That's what he means by different content. LMAO. No, it's not. We get it, Venom. Bro has to get his priorities straight. Exactly. I don't have any hydrates. That sucks. Read the chat. What about the Anarchy? The Anarchy server is going to start next week. Read back on chat. I think it'll make you giggle. I'm kind of giggling about it. Any trading content coming up? Maybe. Bro said you okay. I did say that, bro. I almost said that. I almost said that, bro. I almost said that. Alright. I'm not gonna look at it on stream, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dakship. I'm in a stream right now, dude. Yeah. For the last time in a couple days, make sure to love yourself, love your mom, love your dad, love your siblings, including your step ones, and give your life to Christ. Now, with that being said, leave a like, subscribe, all that fun Gucci stuff, guys. Peace.